All right, what's up, fellas? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans, New Orleans Saints, and now I'm coaching y'all up. All right, so I got one clip right here. It's a high school clip. It looks like he's in his, cover three. So he got a deep third. The quarterback literally just throws it up. So we're gonna watch that. Make sure you guys email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask me for the training program. We got a mind and body training, one-on-one mastery, which every corner DB needs it. You just need it. Catching series, and I'm adding to it too. I got my boy Chris Gary. It's gonna send me some ball carrier information, some video series, man. We stacking this up, baby. Guys are getting better all over the world, not just the States. I'm telling you. I just talked to a kid from Germany. Yo, and he's improving, man. So make sure you guys hit me up. Get that. All right. I'm gonna let it roll, and then we're gonna go over a couple tips to so this doesn't happen. So we're right over here. Again, it looks like we're in cover three. We're in perfect position. It doesn't get much better than this. The quarterback doesn't really care. He just throws it up, and we get mossed. And we get hurt. And he's talking trash, which, we don't go for that. Look at this. We're in perfect position. What happens? What happens? All right, so let's go over it. All right. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is one of the things that irritates me like tremendously, because you could say I got a short man. What is the short man complex? I hate it. So I always had to overcompensate with that. So I'm gonna out jump you. You know what I mean? Because I always say like, yo, 6'3". They'll be like, oh, how you gonna guard a 6'2" or 6'3" and you're 5'9", you're 5'10"? Hey, first of all, I'm gonna make sure that I got better positioning. So again, I always tell my guys, look up NBA great Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman wasn't a 7-footer. He's going against Shaq. He's going against Karl Malone. He understands hustle and body position. Now, this kid was actually in a decent position. So then, okay, timing. If you look, he doesn't even jump. You're in great position. He don't even jump. So what that shows me is there's no repetition in practice of high pointing the ball. And I've noticed a lot of high school guys. That looks bad. I noticed a lot of high school guys when I'm practicing, when I'm working out with you guys. You catching the ball on a deep ball, or I throw it. We in a drill. You're not high pointing the ball, man. Jump. I always talk about, look, every day, man, go to the basketball court for, it's take you literally 5 minutes. You don't have to do it every day. Just a few times during the week, and go dunk a basketball off one foot, because you can jump off that foot a lot faster. Now, right here, since he's in zone, he's in the form of zone, looking like cover three. He's on top. Really, he can gather. He can jump off of 2 feet. But the point is, go dunk basketball, man. Get used to jumping. Get used to high pointing the ball. When I throw the ball to you and you're a DB, you don't catch it with your body. It doesn't even count to me when you catch it with your body. And that goes for everybody. All right, when I'm coaching the kid up, catch it with your hands, high point the ball. It must be second nature. When you see the ball, basically, when you see the ball in the air, it's your ball. You got to have that mentality. Because if you don't, this is what happens. Because that's his ball. He's like, yo, that's my ball. I'm supposed to get it. I'm supposed to get it. So that's my first tip. Practice. There's a couple drills that I'll probably post it on here. There's a couple drills. Literally, you can have a receiver, just a little jog. And you can be on top of him, or you can be in man. You can be on zone like this kid is, or you can be in man. The point is, you have the quarterback literally like 5 yards away, and he just throws it up. And you both battle for it. Practice that. Practice that. And you could be the right corner, and then you can do the left corner. Do that for like 5 to 10 minutes so you can get used to that. Now, so that's my first tip. Always high point the ball. Make it a habit. It's a good habit. Because at the end of the day, your stats. What are your stats? Interceptions, picks, PBUs, pass breakups, right? So you need more of those if you're trying to get recruited, you're trying to get scouted, trying to get to the league. You need as many ball disruption stats as possible. All right, so that's the first tip. Always high point the ball. You got to practice that over and over again. Now, my high school guys, college guys, I will say this. Check this out. Let's say high school guys. when you're playing in the game, for the majority, what time of the day are you playing? You playing at daytime or you playing when it gets dark, nighttime? Well, high school guys, for the most part, unless you're in the hood, because a lot of times in the hood, they'll play in the daytime. They're like, nah, I ain't playing at night. But for the majority, it's Friday nights. It's nighttime. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you're playing at night, the ball does look different at night, especially with the lights and stuff. Okay? So here's what you do. And this is a tip, man. This is what you do. Practice. You can go in the parking lot, because the parking lot, let's say you go to Walmart. Now, I'm not saying go do one-on-ones in the Walmart, all right, parking lot. Definitely don't. I'm not saying that. But you can go in an empty parking lot where there's some lights. Now, stay safe. Don't be around any moving cars. That's my disclaimer. I'm not saying that. But be in the parking lot. You and your homies throw the ball up to each other. In an empty parking lot where there's some lights and it's nighttime. In a safe environment, of course. Safe environment, guys. Be safe. But or if you get your coach. All right, and we used to do this in college, especially before the first game. Get your coach to turn on the lights on the field. Either way, get used to seeing the ball coming down at nighttime. Why? Because you play. Look, most of the time you practice, you going to practice what? Right after school, right? During football season. So that's cool and all. You need to work on your ball skills that way. Do everything that I just said. But you need to get at least maybe a couple times during the week where you just throwing the ball so you can see it. So you can see it in the nighttime, see it with the lights. You know, we used to do that right before the first game, usually, before the first night game in college. Because in college, you know, you playing day games and night games. Same thing with the league. High school's a little bit different. All your games, think about it. All your games are usually at night. They may start in the daytime, but they're mostly at night. So be smart. That's just simple stuff. But get used to seeing the ball, because I guarantee you, he probably lost the ball and he probably lost the ball up here. I remember when I was in high school, and I was like, man, because I used to return punts. So also practice your punts at night. Get used to that. But when I was a freshman, I was like, yo, where's the ball? I don't know where it's going. That's because I didn't practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Not just practice, but perfect practice makes perfect. So practice right techniques. You know, I got the catching series so you can improve your hands and stuff and be confident. High point the ball, practice that. But look, go practice at nighttime with some lights, man. That's simple stuff. That's going to improve your game too. Now, and then become the receiver, man. Look, he's confident because that's what he does. Become the receiver. When that ball's in the air, you become the receiver and you go get it. It's your ball at the end of the day. That's the mentality you got to have. Now, check this out. And you know what? I totally forgot what I was going to say about that. Let me jog my memory. I was going to say, oh man. Give me 1 second. Let me think about it. 1 second. I had one more tip for you. Okay, now I remember. I remember now. All right, so check this out. This is my last tip. All right. So, in practice, what I noticed also in high school ball, maybe college. Yeah, maybe college. But in high school ball for sure. When you're going through your 7-on-7, you're going through your game, your 11-on-11. Make sure you talk to your DB coach, talk to the coach, the offensive coach. When the offense is running their plays, let's say, they tag off on the quarterback, so it would have been a sack or everybody's covered. Tell them to throw the ball anyway. Just throw it up. I had to really be on the high school guys, the high school offense. I'm like, because obviously the offensive line wasn't that good, and the team wasn't really that good to begin with. But they weren't getting enough reps because the quarterback would just get sacked and he'll just be done. Like, yo, throw it up, especially on the scout team. Just throw the ball up, man, because you got to get as many reps with that deep ball. See, receivers practice on air. They practice catching the ball, seeing the ball, a lot, right? Well, DBs, you should be doing the same thing because you should be playing receiver. So that's what I always say, yo, you gotta play receiver, dog. You gotta play receiver. But make sure, say, hey, coach, hey, if he gets sacked, that's cool. If he get tagged off, man, make them throw the ball up anyways, so we can get our reps. Because you got to get used to seeing that ball. Judging the ball comes with repetition over and over again too. You know, that's why I say, hey, catching punts before the practice. You high school guys, we used to do it before the practice in the league and in college ball. All right, before the practice, you need to catch at least. You should be catching like 10 to 20, at least 20 kicks, punts, and then after practice, you should be catching some punts. It's repetition, so you can learn how to judge the ball. Okay, and same thing goes for our ball skills. Let's watch it one more time. Yes, good position. Look, get up and get the ball, man. This dude's not taller than us. I used to hate that. I'm telling you, man. I love going against a big receiver so I can prove him wrong. Bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how tall you are. If anything, I feel like that's a hindrance to you. I got the advantage. I always feel like I got the advantage, man. And that's how you guys should feel. So, I'm glad I remember that last tip. So, we had a lot of tips in this very short one clip, but I want you guys, this to never happen to you. You know, another thing, unless you really, and this is from the old school, only time you should ever lay out on the field, remember this, note this, teach your kids this when you get older. The only time you should ever lay out on the field, something got to be broken or you got to be literally knocked out. You hear me? You pop up, you never let them see you hurt. You tap your helmet, jog off the field, and then go on the sideline and be like, and let the trainer look at you. The only time we lay out in the field is literally because we can't get up. We just, there's something broken, there's something torn, and we're knocked out. Any other time, you pop up, don't let them know you hurt, jog off that field, then go on the sideline and fall out if you have to. That's a mentality. That's what we got to have on defense. We're a bunch of dogs, man. We're a bunch of wolves. We're a pack of wolves. You feel me? And we hungry. We got to eat. So I want to have that mentality in you guys. You know, it's a different way that the game has to be played on defense. So you don't want to add insult to injury right here, you know. So hopefully you guys got better off those tips. Email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Definitely send me your testimonials. I got some more that I'm gonna be posting. If you got film you want me to watch one of your guys, you know, I'll definitely critique them. I'll watch it and I'll post it on here. You know, or a guy you look up to, maybe a college guy or whatever. I'll see what I can do. Ask me for the training programs. Let's get better today, man. Let's get better, baby. It's April 7th, 2018. Where are you going to be April 7th, 2019? I want a whole bunch of offers. What we going to do to get it? I want contracts. I want guys going to the league. CFL, AFL, NFL, IFL. I don't care. Just let's get it. All right? Peace.